We meet once again in this a YouTube space for the whole worldwide wildlife community. Welcome once again to 5 Plus with Rio Verde. My name is Jack Hupia. I am from Venezuela, and today we have another ranking with 5 species that we are going to talk about, because this is my job, talk about animals, and I'm gonna try to do my best. But if I don't, put it in the comments, please. Today, as I just told you, we are describing and talking a little bit about species, in this case, birds. I like birds, and one of the things that I really like about birds is their coloration. This beautiful iridescent colors that have the birds. And if you see one of these bird watching books, you can see here the bright and beautiful colors that birds have. And today we're gonna rank 5 species of colorful birds. So let's get into it. Our number 5 is none other than the blue and yellow macaw. And I had this very interesting experience with blue and yellow macaws in Caracas City, the capital of my country. It happens that these blue and yellow macaws were introduced by somebody decades ago in the city, and they thrived in the city of Caracas, and now they live freely in the city. They fly over the city, they nest in the city, they breed, and they are now part of the Caracas landscape. The blue and yellow macaw are huge, and we have the opportunity of making this documentary about them, and we filmed them, and we met some people who actually feed these macaws. I really don't recommend feeding wild animals, because this interferes with their behavior. They get used to be fed, and that is not good for them. But some people in Caracas, they feed the blue and yellow macaws, and we went and talked to them, and they told us that for them it's a sublime experience. And as I told you, blue and yellow macaws are not really part of the wildlife of Caracas. They are introduced, so I don't think it's that bad for people to feed them. Actually, these blue and yellow macaws make people happier, because Caracas is very stressful. Sometimes I've been stuck in traffic, and when I see the macaws flying over me, when I hear them screaming, I feel happier for a moment. So I personally think that blue and yellow macaws are a bless for Caracas City. And it's time to move on. Let's go to our next in the rank. Number 4 is the Vermilion Cardinal. The species have what is called in biology sexual dimorphism. The sexual dimorphism consists in basically that one sex is dissimilar to the other. In this case, males of the Vermilion Cardinal are red, this kind of blood-like red, and they have this red coloration precisely to attract females. So in the birds and some other animals, this is called a sexual selection. Only the specimens with this particular look will attract females, and that's the case of the Vermilion Cardinal. There is a big problem with Vermilion Cardinals because they are being extracted from the wild. by wildlife smugglers that take the animal from the wild and sell it in the black market. Of course, this is very wrong and has put the Vermilion Cardinal in danger. Actually, the species is endangered of extinction because of this unsustainable and illegal activity, and please don't do it. If you're gonna have a pet, do it in a responsible way. And we have to keep moving, we have to keep going towards the number 3 of our count. And the number 3 of our ranking is the colored Trogon. The colored Trogon is a relative of the quetzal, and it has this iridescent green metallic coloration that is really, really beautiful. And of course, that gives that bird the number 3 in our list. The colored Trogon lives in mountain forest, so it's very it's tricky. It's kind of tricky to be able to watch it. I haven't had the chance yet, but I am trying to see it in the wild, and we have to move towards number 2 of our ranking, which is the Scarlet ibis. The Scarlet ibis is a species of ibis that inhabits here in Venezuela. It prospers, it thrives here in the Venezuelan llanos where we are right now, and it's called, and they don't call the Scarlet ibis scarlet for nothing. You have to see them, and I know my crew, my beloved crew, my beloved production team is going to put right now on the screen this beautiful image of the Scarlet ibises in this tree, and you will appreciate for yourself the coloration, the scarlet coloration that have the Scarlet ibis. And a very interesting fact is that Scarlet ibises do not born or hatch with this coloration. They obtain this coloration from their food. They feed on these small organisms that have this chemical, and this chemical just accumulates in the feathers of the Scarlet ibises and gives them this beautiful scarlet coloration. So you are seeing the images, you are seeing for yourself how beautiful these birds are, how really scarlet they are. And we have to keep forward to the number 1 of our ranking. The number 1 is, of course, the Guianan cock of the rock. The Guianan cock of the rock possesses this incredibly beautiful orange, bright orange coloration that intrigues me, because they live in these primary forests, and I really wonder why an animal who lives in the green forest have this coloration so conspicuous. Why it doesn't have camouflage? Why it's just showing itself to the predators? Well, it has to do with something that I mentioned before, the sexual selection. Only the Guianan cock of the rock that have the brightest coloration will attract a female. So the genes of the most colorful cock of the rock will enter the gene pool. So it's what we call sexual selection. I had the opportunity of seeing this beautiful bird, the Guianan cock of the rocks, in the wild. We went with the brave Rio Verde filming crew. We had to climb a tepuy. A tepuy is a flat-top mountain, very typical from South Venezuela. The Venezuelan name, actually the indigenous name, is tepuy, and you can see it in these beautiful images, courtesy of the brave Rio Verde filming crew. And we had to to climb this tepuy and then go through this rocky formation, and in the middle of the jungle we had the opportunity to see this orange spot that was in the branches, and we could witness the beautiful coloration of the Guianan cock of the rock. And I want to share this image with you. You're seeing it right now, and seeing this beautiful bird, the Guianan cock of the rock, we finish this ranking, the 5+ with Rio Verde. Please subscribe to the channel, because this will help us to improve and to keep going with this work of showing the world the beautiful wildlife, the amazing nature. And I know you will give us your thumbs up when you watch our content. My name is Jack Hupia. This was 5+ with Rio Verde. I'll be seeing you in the wild world, and now I have to study so I can be a brand new bird expert.